Thank you.
Also with us is Shabil Shah, Channel Director, ANZ and ASEAN for Sentinel-1. Hello, and Harwin Angeles, Lead Email Security Engineer, APAC Checkpoint.
Hello.
And of course, to be moderated by Rachel Garaygay, Channel Account Manager of PAX Inc.
Thank you.
So, Ms. Rachel, the only rose among the thorns, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Val. First of all, good morning. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. At maraming salamat sa pagpunta po sa ating event today. We really appreciate it. So, as introduced by Val, I am Rachel Garaygay. I am one of the channel account manager here at PAX Philippines. And I'll be moderating this morning's panel. So our first panel discussion today, earlier, there's a lot of details have been shared about AI and artificial intelligence. So today's panel discussion will be focusing on discovering how AI is actually reshaping the cybersecurity landscape that we have right now. So we have amazing group of individuals right here with me, and they'll be introducing themselves in a bit. So maybe we'll start with Shabil, maybe a quick introduction about you and the company.
Yeah, sure. So as you guys can see, my name is Shabil Shah. I run the Channel Alliances business across Australia, New Zealand, and also ASEAN, so thank you for having us. I work for a company called Sentinel-1, so I'll do a poll. How many of you guys know Sentinel-1? Hopefully a lot more after today. So Sentinel-1 is a cybersecurity company. We scale across multiple threat vectors. So we do endpoint security, cloud, data, vulnerability management. So there's quite a lot, and I'll talk a little bit more about what that means for you guys as a business and how you can scale that with your customers. So thank you.
Thank you. Next one, Harwin, you wanna?
Sure. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Umaga pa rin, no? Okay, I'm actually excited to speak Filipino. That's Tagalog. So I'm Arwin, as they say. I'm the lead email security from Checkpoint. I'm sure a lot of you knows Checkpoint already here. So basically, Checkpoint is for 30 years has been a cybersecurity leader in terms of it started with firewall and then VPN. But now, Checkpoint is more of, there's a breadth of solution. Network security, endpoint, mobile, and now even email. That's where I come from. So we acquired Avanan, which is also a leader in terms of email security and became part of Checkpoint. That is where I came. I support that email security solution.
Thank you so much, Harwin. Last but not the least, yes?
Hey guys, Yacho Arthur. I head the channel sites for Big Word. We are a globally based company. We are just not a web solution. There's more to it. We do integrations with your PSA, your CRM tools and everything as well with Microsoft Teams as a given basic as well. And great to have that conversation around AI and BI as well. That's what we guys are here for today.
Definitely. Thank you so much for that introduction. It's very exciting to have this diverse range of expertise here today joining us at the mission briefing here in Manila with representatives from Sentinel-1, BVoIP, and also Checkpoint. With their unique experiences, their unique backgrounds in cybersecurity, AI, and also their experience not just in the Philippines but across the Asia-Pacific region. I'm sure the partners that we have here right now are very excited to have this informative and engaging discussion that we'll be having today. So to start off, my first question is for you, Shabil, for Sentinel-1.
Hello.
Earlier mentioned that cybersecurity is a journey, right? So it's a journey. There's a lot of entry points. So from your perspective, where should our partners, be it be MSPs, technology service providers, SIs that we have here in the room, where should they begin their cybersecurity journey?
Yeah, that's a good question. So look, cybersecurity is complex, and I think we've heard that multiple times today. I think the best place to start is within yourselves. One of the things about managed services is you're part of the supply chain. Your customers may be big, small, medium, whatever size they may be, but they might be supporting an agency that has significant importance to a threat actor. So what my first step to our partners is, you need to start solidifying your own internal security, make sure you've got the best, practice what you preach, essentially is what we talk about. After that, once you've got the technology and your internal stuff sorted, then we look at how do we scale this out to our customers. There are two elements to that. We talk about operations and profitability. So in terms of operations, managed service providers come in all shapes and sizes, which is the beauty of managed services. So how do you optimize operations? That's probably key. Actually, there's one part I forgot, which is efficacy. And I think that actually comes a little bit further before operations. Make sure when you adopt a technology or when you sell a technology, you're not selling it to make money, you're selling it to make your customers more secure. Because at the end of the day, we all have an obligation to protect our customers and what's important to them. Then we move on to operations. So how is you as a lean team could potentially help scale more profitably, right? Adopt technologies that have AI and adopt technologies that have consolidated outcomes that you can provide to your customers. Because when you've got your house in order, you've got extreme efficacy, which is enhancing protection, and you've got operations that help you scale, then you can make more money. So I think that's kind of what we talk about when we talk about managed services.
Thank you so much, Shabil. It's clear that we should start within our own organizations. So earlier, Jesse provided some frameworks that you can use internal. So the whole PAXI team is here to guide your organization. I like what you said, practice what you preach, right? We need to experience the solution. Feel free to reach out to us. We'll be happy to assist you. But I think really establishing that strong foundation within your organization is very, very important. Thank you so much. So as we look ahead, it is also essential to consider the emerging threats that is happening right now. And there are some challenges that our partners will be facing. So with that in mind, the next question is for you, Harwin. What do you see is the primary security challenges that our partners we have here right now should be aware of in the next maybe 12 to 24 months? And how does your solution actually address this kind of concerns or security threats?
Thank you. There are several actually to think of, but based on my experience for the recent months and even last year, we need to accept and we need to educate our customers that the cybersecurity attackers right now are also becoming smarter. A lot of them are also using AI. Before, in my experience, when you see, it's easy to see a phishing email or an attack email. For example, you can just see spelling or grammar issues. But now, because of this AI, because of these attackers, they've also evolved in how they conduct their attacks. So, if for example, you are working to somehow, we should be more of advanced in terms of circumventing these types of attacks. And if you are looking for a way to prevent these attacks, and you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can work with a vendor who is already mature on these kinds of things, like for a Checkpoint or Sentinel or via IoT. It's also a challenge now when you integrate these solutions that are offering AIs, because if you integrate them, there comes the challenge of integration and interoperability. Sometimes what you implement can also be a disadvantage. If you implement an AI that is somehow automating stuff and then giving you the data that you need and then making user experience easier, but it can also become a downfall because it can generate false positives. So human intervention is equivalently important as well, right? So there is a balance between applying automation and then also still managing it with the human factor.
Thank you so much, Harit. Shamil, do you wanna add anything on that in terms of how Sentinel-1 is having the solutions for AI?
Yeah, I mean, I think if we look at what we consider legacy and next generation, these terms get thrown around a lot. And I think in fact, I'm going to ask a question, if that's okay, to the audience.
Yes, definitely.
All right. How many of you guys are actually excited at the prospect of AI and you think it's going to help your daily lives?
Show
Come on,
hands.
don't be shy. Show your hands.
Don't be shy. There's no right or wrong answers here.
How many of you are actually concerned about AI and the negative impact it will have in your lives?
See some hands, a lot of hands here.
Yeah. All right, so that's a good train of thought. So I think, first let me tell you about Sentinel-1 and how we incorporate AI. I mean, it's the fundamental way that we were developed. When our founders, essentially made Sentinel-1 about 13 years ago, everyone was like, you're last in the game. Endpoint is a very, very saturated market, which is where we started. And the success we've had has been a testament to the core foundations of incorporating AI into the technology, so we're born AI. And the reason I think that's important is because as much as everyone in this room might be excited at the prospect of AI, if we have it, then so do the bad guys. So one of the key things that we talk about and we look at in the industry, AI is no longer an option. You have to embrace it, you have to adopt it. Because our out-of-school teenager can go and become a professional hacker online. You go to ChatGPT and you ask them to develop new code to breach something, he will do it. So you no longer need to even have the smarts. So the only way we fundamentally think as security practitioners we can combat it is through AI. So I think my message there is embrace it. We've developed technology on the back of AI, and I think everyone needs to embrace it in the room as well.
Yeah, perfect. I agree with that. So I love what they mentioned, that we need to embrace AI, but human intervention is still very, very important. You cannot just rely everything on AI. We still need humans to actually help and intervene on the solutions that we have right now. So now let's shift our focus on maybe on the APAC region, which has been very, very vulnerable to cyber attacks in the recent years or in the recent months. So for YATS, for the solution BVoIP, how does BVoIP ensure a secure network with your VoIP offering to the partners that we have right now?
Sure. VoIP is one of the pieces that we do. There's 10 different things that we do within our OneStream integration piece as well. So working with your multiple PSA tools, your CRMs and everything. We do offer an MFA tool as well as a part of our offering, where basically you can confirm your customers, you're talking to the right customer by sending out a PIN number or sending it out to their mobile or to their email addresses as well. It can be used in multiple ways. Either I've got one of my customers who actually uses the PIN number to triage the call to the level of tech support straight away. So the customer gets a much more better experience as well. So there's multiple ways that you can use it, but certainly if we have an MFA tool on hand, you don't need to rely on a different vendor to do that. So it's all out of the box, ready to go.
Good. Thank you so much. Yeah. So you heard it. MFA is very, very important. So we need to ensure that we are helping our customers to also activate their MFA. It's shocking that some of the SMB customers that we have in the Philippines haven't really activated their MFA. So I'm trying to shift gears right now and exploring the impact of artificial intelligence. So for Shabil, for Sentinel-1, what are some of the positive AI impacts you have seen in the market since Sentinel-1 integrate AI into your stack of offerings to the partners?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, we've already spoken about some of the bad stuff. So, I mean, I suppose on a positive note, as I said, first and foremost, it gives us the ability to fight AI. Like, we need to be smarter, we need to be faster, and we need to be more agile in the way we respond. But in terms of a business, and I like to talk to things in two ways, technology and then business. I think technology, we've already established, it helps you be faster, more nimble, agile, all the things I've said. From a business perspective, when we look at investments in Sentinel-1 and what our partners have done, to put things into perspective for you guys, MSSP revenue for us is about 25 to 30% of our global revenue. So it is a big part of our business. Why do partners choose to invest with us? It's because when you incorporate the AI elements of our tooling, you are able to augment resourcing. I mean, I'm sure all of you have realized that across APAC, it's hard to get smart, competent security people. So AI helps alleviate that. Our tooling helps alleviate that. So the ability to turn a junior into a senior analyst is probably really important. So you're able to increase profitability through bridging gaps in resourcing. You're able to consolidate your security tooling in order to, again, make more money, right? At the end of the day, we're all here to make a profit and a living and pay our employees. So I think, optimization and profitability are probably two of the key things that we see AI deliver on a day-to-day, along with all the stuff that we talk about around addressing threats.
Thank you. It's fascinating to see how AI is really helping making us more secured with the cybersecurity solutions that we have right now. Maybe for Harwin, if you wanna add on based on how Checkpoint is incorporating AI into your solutions, and also how does your company view AI in this cybersecurity landscape that we're discussing?
Although a lot of users also were scared about the AI on introducing it because of some not readiness, we've seen the use of AI as an advantage. It really enhances the security and the automation. So the moment we've actually developed solutions from scratch based on AI, and we've seen that it helped a lot of security operations control from companies lessen their workload, right? Automating stuff and then rapid detection and prevention. Then they can even develop playbooks from this. So it really gave more visibility and then education to users. It simplifies things for end users as well. For example, before when we send a notification, it just gives you like, what did you violate? Now the users are even given education based on their role, based on what they did. If we send a phishing simulation attack, which they are not supposed to click, but if they click it, they will be educated based on what we learned about their behavior, based on what we learned about their the nature of their work. So it's really somehow catapulted into something better because we can now focus more on other things, more on fine-tuning the security posture of our IT security.
You wanna?
Yeah, I just wanted to add something that I think is important for the concept of AI. The biggest objection you guys are going to face when you're positioning AI with an organization is it's going to get rid of people. It's not here to get rid of people. It's here to make people smarter, faster, more efficient, to deliver better outcomes for organizations. So you need to be prepared for that. We have numerous conversations with large organizations, and if you're talking to a security analyst, you're talking to them about AI, they think their job is on the line. So you need to make sure that the articulation of AI is in line with what the objectives the organization is trying to achieve. So I thought that was an important point.
Thanks for mentioning that. I think we've been hearing that to some of the customers that you guys are talking to, that they are afraid to embrace AI. It's because they're afraid that they may no longer have a job in the coming years, right? I see you guys nodding your head because that's the usual reaction of the customers. But as mentioned earlier, AI still needs some human intervention. So it's not that AI is replacing the jobs, but it's really more on also evaluating within yourself based on the job that you're doing. If it's really more repetitive, AI can assist so that you can work more efficient. So AI is here to help. It's not that we don't have jobs anymore because AI is going to replace it. But thank you for pointing that out, Shabil. So this might be my last question for this panel discussion. This is for Yans. Partner profitability or revenue is very, very important, and I think everyone will agree it's the top of our mind, right? Every business wants to earn, wants to get more profit, and wants to get more revenue margin. So how does diversification for our partners' portfolio, whether it includes cybersecurity, AI, VoIP, and other services, contribute to enhancing their profitability and meeting their clients' needs? So meaning how important it is for our partners to grow their portfolio. This is aligned to what Lee mentioned earlier. If you partner with Pax8, you have the marketplace. So maybe if you can add on that, Yads.
Sure. So at BWOP, the way we guys work is gonna offend few of the vendors here, as I do. Sorry. We usually get your customers to set up on a growth trajectory, selling from your web solution to your contact center call recording to integration with multiple applications. There's almost 200 apps that we work with on a day-to-day basis. And from there on to your AI integration as well to do some trend analysis, speech analysis. You should know what calls are happening or what your customers are telling you as well. And from there on, we got a marketing tool as well where the system dials up 1,000 odd customers at the same time and use a pre-recorded voicemail. But the most important bit with BWOP is we are 100% channel. We don't have a separate sales team that goes out to the customers to talk to. We only talk to you guys as MSPs or the resellers. And that is our only route to market, so to say. The only time we will see the prices is either from me or from Pax8 team. There's no RRP or there's no MRP at all that we advertise to the market. So we pride ourselves to be 100% channel, and that's the reason we were born. So we were built by an MSP for MSPs 10 years ago. So happy to have that conversation later on.
Thank you so much. Do you wanna, Shabil and Harwin, do you wanna add anything in terms of the partner profitability conversation? How important it is for our partners we have?
Yeah, look, firstly, I wasn't offended. Yeah, so I mean, similar, right? Like if you don't work with the channel, we're also only channel. We're not channel first, we're channel only.
Yep.
That's the way we define it. And it's important that you align with a vendor that has those principles, right? Like I get why that you want to talk about that because we're an ecosystem, and as I said at the start, and I want to wrap up with this. First and foremost, when you look to invest in a product that you can scale with. Don't invest in a point product. So that's where Pax8 is so incredible. They give you the ability to consume the way that your customers want to consume, so meet them in their journey, because it is all a journey. So I think it's really important that we look at things in the long term and just kind of invest in partnerships that really help take you through that.
Thank you, Harwin.
He pretty much said everything, but yes. So we are also working closely with partners. That's why we are partnering with Pax8, because we value our partners as well. So in terms of revenue, we do have competitive options for you working with Pax8, so we're okay.
Okay, thank you so much. So as mentioned, that's gonna be my last question. I don't wanna hold everyone because I know you're excited after this session. It's time for us to have our lunch. But as we wrap up today's discussion, we'd like to extend our gratitude and thank you to all our panelists. Thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your expertise and insights when it comes to AI and cybersecurity. But before we conclude, if you still have any final thoughts or key takeaways that you would want to share to our audience, our partners, that you would want them to remember, you may do it.
You want to learn more about the recent attacks and recent actions that Checkpoint has done, especially for the Gen AI types of attacks. We do have a community. We call them the Checkpoint Research Team. So there's a website that you can subscribe to their podcast and learn more about how we deal with this type of AI-powered types of attacks right now. So you can go to research.checkpoint.com.
Thank you, Shabil.
Yeah, look, I mean, I'm going to close it off the way I started and say that everyone in this room, including all of us over here, I mean, our ultimate responsibility is to be a force forward. So, leverage cybersecurity, but make sure it's in the best interest of your customer. if you want to get more business, it's the best way to get it done is by making them more secure and making sure that they get the outcomes they want. But yeah, from Sentinel One, I mean, go and see a Pakistani representative and learn more about us. You know, it's an exciting time in cybersecurity. There's a lot happening, so be ahead of the curve. Don't get left behind.
Thank you, guys.
I would say if you're ready to make 70 to 80% margin, let's have a chat. you make your own margins. You decide where you want to run.
Okay, thank you so much. And I think that's it for our first panel discussion this morning. Don't forget to visit our sponsor booth. So if you have any specific questions to our panelists today, feel free to drop by to their booths or also reach out to our solutions engineer and your account managers if you have any questions. Thank you again, Amyad, Shamil, and Harwin.
Thank you. Thank you.